we're gonna go now and explore the rest of the zoo. And we're here at the San Diego Safari Park, exploring on away and checking out all the animals. We were able to do that tour. I thought it was totally worthwhile. It was a lot of fun. So next up, we're just going to continue around the park and checking out all the other animals. So stick with us. And we're just going to go exploring, see where the other animals are that we want to go check out, do all the things. So welcome. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, I'm almost like heading back to the front.
So we'll just be back to, we'll be back to the front, and then it's not too far.
And then we can have the tiger trails there too, and then the Asian savanna I think would be neat. All right. Oh, there's the balloon too, y'all. Like on the ground. This is the height of the balloon itself. We're currently going out into the Rainforest Aviary.
Yeah, for those of you who were not with us earlier on the trip, or earlier today, one of the guides was telling us that they have more plant species here than animal species, and that their plant collection is far more valuable were you to sell it, which of course they can't do. But it's, it's more valuable than their animal collection, even though they have some extremely rare animals here. Because conserving animals, yes, you have to conserve the actual creatures themselves, but you also need to have a way to conserve their habitat and the plants that support that habitat. This is part of the San Diego Zoo. It's at a different location, but it's part of the same zoo network. In addition to being really famous just for being spectacular, they do a lot of research, and they're very well known for a lot of their conservation efforts. So they have extremely successful breeding programs. And I think the tour guide had mentioned this. I didn't realize they were quite this successful, but apparently they average one baby born a day.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind that has also to do with just the vast number of animals they have, but it also speaks to the success of their breeding program. And some of their breeding program is going to be designed for wild release, and some of it is just for species conservation of genetics. So any breeding in the zoo is going to be part of a species survival plan, which just means it's coordinated through not just inside the zoo, it's coordinated amongst all of the zoos, typically worldwide, but also within country, to make sure that the breeding program is keeping the genetic diversity of the animals.
You let those shine. There he is, lying in wait, that cassowary. Australia's 3 remaining populations are vulnerable to cyclones and fires. It says, in Australia and New Guinea, people are working to save cassowaries through government protection, scientific study, and community education. There we go. Thank you, Ren. There's the second one. Yeah. Do you want to go check out that burb? We're gonna keep on moving, y'all. Where they wanted quiet for here because it looks like some of the animals are new to the enclosure. All right, let's follow Lita. Also, just a lovely view of the rest of the park too. I think, y'all, if you only have one day in San Diego, my vote so far is to come to the safari park. Will I get sprayed?
We'll get peed on by a tiger.
Oh my God.
If you zoom in on the tiger,
the
way
it's gonna do the
let's just try it. You guys, if you zoom in the way the tiger's moving his head, you can see on the top of his ears.
All right, good.
His black ears, and on the top of them, though, there's a white circle on either ear. And it's a very odd patterning for an animal that otherwise really doesn't have white on it and is striped, right? It's going to a lot of effort to camouflage. So why does it have these little white bullseye things on its ears, and scientists argue about it.
And those were looking at this tiger, and Lita was telling folks about these two spots on the back of the ears. And the researchers actually don't know what these spots are for. These are suspected to be a lot of different things. One is that it might throw off potential predators coming from behind, but there isn't an active predator of tigers around today. So maybe it could, another hypothesis is maybe it's something to do with some kind of social transmission of information. Again, behind on the ears. Well, this is, I believe it's the African elephants in this zone, yeah. There they are. I think this is probably the best angle view we can get, y'all. All right, y'all. I think this is where we're going to round it out for today.